Yo, Dynasty Sports Media here. Today was a crazy day. NBA trade deadline. I wanted to wait till the trade deadline was all the way, finished before I got on and just really talk about today. The sports world is going crazy. The memes are going up. If anybody's been watching the Cavs, just got rid of majority of their roster, 6 players. You know, and brought in a whole new look team, which if you pay attention to some of my videos and things that we've been saying, the cast was older. They needed to get athletic, and they definitely, everybody that was watching the NBA scene, they were struggling on defense. It was a bold move. I feel like it was a lot of players that the Cavs probably preferred, but that was the best deal. I think at the end of the day, and like I said, the Cavs needed to keep that first pick unless they were getting a superstar back, which they didn't. I feel like you watch my previous video. I feel like the Cavs had a lot of alpha dogs. They had a lot of players that was used to running a team. Don't forget, Kevin Love was once running his own team. He was the man on his team. Derrick Rose was the man on his team. Wade was the man on his team before. And then you got Isaiah Thomas last year's the man on his team, and then LeBron. So when you get all those alpha dogs together, it's hard to have chemistry because these men are used to having the ball in their hands. If you watch when LeBron went to Miami, they had to adjust. And really what they did is turn Chris Bosh into a role player. He wasn't a superstar when he went to the Heat. He was averaging 15, 16 points a game. Like they turned Bosh, a superstar, 22 and 10 player, into a role player, and that's what LeBron needed: more role players, young, athletic. So I'm not mad at what the Cavs did. I mean, of course, a lot of people would say some other players to get, but at the end of the day, they wasn't gonna get it done with this team. It was a lot of hope, and then everybody just, you kind of saw like, no, this team ain't gonna do it. This team is really terrible, and so if you go to our video we posted probably about a week or two ago, you'll see that I mentioned teams that I felt like would make a move and should make a move. Every team I mentioned did. They might not have made the big splashes that I said that they could have, should, but you'll notice that I did, and you'll notice that I didn't mention San Antonio, I didn't mention Golden State, I didn't mention Houston. There's a lot of teams I didn't mention, and so you can see validity if I go in there and say, yo, every team, and then look, so just letting people know that this is real sports talk. This is not just some guy just getting on here babbling. I'm definitely confident that I can go toe to toe with a lot of these sports casters and announcers. For years I would sit back and do my own mock drafts and do things, and I'm like, how am I? I feel like I should be a GM out here because I'm picking these picks. So that's part of the story. But back to the Cavs. I mean, they did what they had to do. I was hoping they can keep Wade. I'm surprised about Derrick Rose, but I mean that's the thing about a trade. You gotta sacrifice pieces. Crowder would have been good was to keep, but they just blew the whole team up, and I think Wade was more. They just looked out for Wade. It was more like, all right, Wade, you want to retire as Miami Heat? This ain't working. So I wouldn't be surprised if Wade retires as soon as he get there at the end of the season. And salute to that man. Like I said, I would have loved to see him in the playoffs with the Cavs, and he would have helped out. But yeah, so like I said, not a lot of movement. I don't feel like a lot of teams I can say like, okay, this team is a lot better now. This team is worse. Really, when I think about the moves, the Cavs was the ones that made a big splash. I mean, the Lakers set themselves up for the future. Detroit trade that was pretty good. I feel like Detroit is clicking now, so they might make a good playoff push. The Cavs, I feel the Cavs still make be a second seed like they were last year. I don't think it's definitely doesn't put them above Golden State, but I think it gives them back the favorite in the East for me now. For a while, I was definitely saying, and you can check my videos, I said Boston was going to beat this current Cavs team without a move. So, yeah, I just wanted to get on here and, talk about it, give my opinion, and then also, like I said, if we go back, go back. I know, people you got time that's precious to you. So watching a 5 minute video can be like, I ain't got time for that. But if you go back, you take notes, you'll see that a lot of this stuff was called by me, and we're just looking forward to the future. So, hey, let's get it.